I know it's just a few vegetables, but I feel very important, and it took me a lot to learn how to do it.
A balcony water tank. It's
Yeah,
only
that's
about
really special. I'm proud of
25
that.
centimetres, you know, like it's only about this thick off the wall.
That's right, and all the weight is on the wall, not on the balcony.
Great.
You
So
know,
it's obviously when the engineer designed this building, he was expecting sometime in the future they're going to design water tanks that be hung off a wall. But that's okay. It's not that heavy. That'd only be a couple hundred kilos.
Well, I wanted the water tank because, as you know, I'm away for sometimes 6 months of the year.
That's right.
And I do choose good people to come and live here and that are going to love it, and they do.
They do look after it.
But it's really nice to be able to have a sufficient water system, and permaculture is all about designing things to take care of themselves so we don't have to do all the work.
What are these?
These are wet pots. This is a 2,000-year-old watering system. These are designed by these two Aussies up in Brisbane, a surfie and a lawyer, brothers.
A surfey and a lawyer.
Yeah, good.
Two
It's a good
extremes.
combination.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if they didn't exist, I probably wouldn't have the confidence to teach other people how to make balcony gardens.
So this is your watering system.
This allows the plants to water themselves. So this is porous.
Yeah.
So when the soil's dry, the water seeps out, and when the soil's wet, the water stays home.
Okay. And do you don't bury it into the garden?
Sure, I do. See, this is buried. This is one of them.
Is that it there?
Yeah, and you just put that in.
Click it in.
Yeah, and the gravity feeds the water in.
Okay, so this thing here is
well,
actually in.
This was in my fig tree, but the fig tree's gone downstairs now.
Okay, so you've taken it out, but that's what it is in there.
That's right.
And the water just drips in it on its own, gravity fed.
That's right. So there's no water in the surface for the weeds and for evaporation. It just goes to the plant, which is where it belongs.
Yeah, and as the soil dries out, that weeps out.
That's
if the soil moisture is more moist than what the actual clay pot is, then it won't release any moisture. It'll actually absorb.
That's right, and it's so important for pot plants because if they're too soggy, they'll go anaerobic and die, and if they're too dry, well, you know what happens there. What happens is the water that falls on the roof comes in here, it fills up. Any leaves get caught in here and I can take that out and clean it. Easy. And once it gets to the top, the water goes down and it doesn't go out. It comes back in to my fish pond. This means my fish pond's constantly getting filled with clean water.
Well, this balcony is getting smaller by the minute, folks. I think we better go down and eat something. Otherwise, we'll be eating up here. Maresi.